I begin my Super Mario Bros. Wonder playthrough by mimicking every Mario YouTuber whose personality is being a Mario YouTuber by picking Mario. This is a permadeath run, meaning that when a character dies, they can't be used for the rest of the game. If every character dies, then the run is forfeit. But this game is easy, so I'm not worried about that. Prince Florian is showing off a Wonder Flower. While every content creator has been making jokes about it, it really isn't that special in a series where people frequently eat magical mushrooms. Suddenly Bowser appears and touches the Wonder Flower, and just like many other Mario power-ups, this makes him grow very large. He then spews out some cool-looking piranha plants that don't appear in any level in the game, flies away, and recreates 2020 by trapping the residents in their homes. Mario then speaks on behalf of everyone that they will save the world, so we go do that. I plow through World 1 with ease because it's the first world of a game that isn't very difficult. I even flex by actively avoiding coins because I don't need extra lives if I'm not dying. I do grab Flower Kingdom coins, just in case I feel like buying Wonder Seeds so I can play the game less. After nothing interesting happens for 3 levels, we see Bowser Jr. be overly enthusiastic about his dad being a castle and get introduced to badges. The first badge we get is the Parachute Badge, which is a top 2 badge in the game that renders a lot of badges in this game completely obsolete. I then play through Here Come the Hoppos and Hurry Hurry to enter the first Wiggler race, Mountaineering, and I'm rewarded with the Auto Super Mushroom Badge, which isn't very good. I then play Wall Climb Jump 1 and get the Wall Climb Jump Badge, which is a good badge, but it is one of the many badges that's outshined by the Parachute Cap Badge. After Bull Rush coming through, I have enough Wonder Seeds to enter the Pipe Rock Plateau Palace, which a nearby talking flower thinks is ugly. In the palace is Bowser Jr., one of 2 bosses in this game, and he kills himself by jumping directly into me. This ends World 1 with us getting the Royal Seed and heading to the Petal Isles, where Bowser is just sitting around doing absolutely nothing. So naturally, the Royal Seed jumps out of our pocket and just casually sucks up one of the Cloud Piranhas, completely unprovoked. After that happens, we go to a nearby Poplin house for an easy Wonder Seed, and then play Dolphin Kick 1, and get the Dolphin Kick badge, which is amazing for all 6 water levels in this game, such as Rawbird Cove. After Bluebird Roost, I'm getting very bored of just holding right through all of the levels so far, so I take advantage of my knowledge gained from waiting to do this challenge by skipping the next 2 worlds. In version 1.0 of Super Mario Bros. Wonder, there is a glitch that lets you clip out of bounds in the Overworld. By adding a second player and timing a pause as player 2 is at the apex of their jump, upon reselecting your characters, if player 1 quickly enters a pathway, player 2 will be placed on the side of the path out of bounds. You can then carefully navigate player 2 to other parts of the map. But if you aren't careful enough, player 2 can either clip back in bounds or fall through the floor into an infinite abyss before being teleported back in bounds. By doing this, I skip to Dolphin Kick 2, where I control both Mario and Luigi to ensure neither of them die. Afterwards, I remove Luigi to make the Swimming Wiggler race easier to manage, and I now have enough Wonder Seeds to enter World 3 earlier than intended. The Master Poplin challenges us to complete his trials, so naturally, I don't. Instead, I do a different version of the glitch I used to get here to clip through a wall containing a path that leads to World 4. Upon entering the path, however, I'm now soft-locked, since the rest of World 4 is walled off and the pipe just leads back to a linear path you can't clip out of. The only way to get out of this soft lock is to get a game over, which is actually why I've been avoiding coins up to this point. To make this run more interesting, I'm going to make some unnecessary sacrifices for the sake of content. Some may say that this is a very dumb idea that I didn't even need to do since I could have used the glitch from earlier to just skip to World 4 without killing off 6 characters. And that's exactly why I'm doing it. Mario is murdered by a nearby spike ball, Peach is put in her grave, Yellow Toad is yeeted into the afterlife, Toadette is terminated, Yellow Yoshi yelps in agony one last time, and Red Yoshi is relinquished, leaving me with only 6 living characters for the next 3 worlds. After getting a game over, we see Bowser Jr. robbing an entire country of all of their water, which, I don't know if that's a war crime, probably is. Naturally, we go to another Poplin house and take their Wonder Seed, and we keep playing the game as if half of our cast hasn't even died, which isn't how I should be playing. In Valley Full of Snoodles, I forget how to get this 10 flower coin and Luigi is laid to rest in the process, which is very embarrassing. After that blunder, I switched to Nabbit in hopes of avoiding more awkward scenarios using his invincibility, despite invincibility not being helpful in that scenario because invincibility doesn't protect you from bottomless pits. Whatever. Afterwards, I have enough Wonder Seeds to enter the Sun-Baked Desert Palace. With Nabbit, I turned the Bowser Jr. fight from easy to basically a glorified walking segment. After finishing World 4, we're interrupted by our first airship level because we skipped the previous one. All airship levels in this game are auto-scrollers, meaning there's nothing interesting to talk about until the end. After that, I head to Mama Mouthful, where I try to make the Goomba section more interesting by quickly weaving between Mamas. Unfortunately, this messes with their pathing, leading to one falling onto the moving platform I was on, causing Nabbit to never breathe again. After clearing the level by begrudgingly playing more patiently, I gather enough Wonder Seeds in the Petal Isles to enter World 6 before World 5 because I'm just so quirky and love doing things out of order sometimes. Here, Bowser Jr. is planning on erupting the volcano, which will totally look cool, even at the expense of everyone inside the volcano being burned alive. I continue my tradition of grabbing a Wonder Seed from the nearby Poplin House before going through Item Park. I then go to Floating High Jump 2, where I hesitate for absolutely no reason while making a jump, leading to Blue Toad falling indefinitely into a bottomless abyss. On the second attempt, I cleared the badge challenge and got the Floating High Jump badge, which is very good, but there are more broken options in this game. I then go to Where the Rumbas Rule and miss the secret exit because Yoshi can't turn into a drill. Next up is Rarg in the Ruins, where I completely forget about the invisible crushing hazard, causing Yoshi to die. I then almost lose Daisy to a similar blunder, but her smaller stature lets me escape and clear the stage. I then go to Grappling Vine 2 and get the Grappling Vine badge, which is the coolest badge in the game, but is mediocre compared to other options. I then go to Pull, Turn, Burn, Observatory 4, Fairly Pay the Local Workers, Observatory 2, and revisit Where the Rumbos Rule to get the secret exit and Boosting Spin Jump 2, which gives us the other top 2 badge. Now that I have enough Wonder Seeds, I can enter the Deep Magma Bog Palace, which has the hardest Bowser Jr. fight. That's not saying much. This leaves World 5 as the only world left to play through. So, no character died in World 5, and I know that you're probably here to see when characters die and then make fun of me in the comments. So let's just save some time by skipping ahead, hitting the subscribe button, including some subtle foreshadowing, and grab the Royal Seed. I can now confront Bowser despite him still being surrounded by 2 Cloud Piranhas, and since I'm near the end, I switched to Light Blue Yoshi to make this section easier and to save the best for last. I go through Missile Meg Mayhem without any issues, but in High Voltage Gauntlet, Light Blue Yoshi gets knocked back into a bottomless pit and lost his ability to not die. Whoops. This leaves Daisy as my only living character for the next few levels, so I play more carefully. Who am I kidding? I'm a content creator. I can't do that. Besides, I don't really need to play that carefully when I can just easily plow through High Voltage Gauntlet, evade the Seeker Bullet Bills, and Bowser's Blazing Beats. So now I'm at the final level of the game, Bowser's Rage stage, which has a very boring and trivial auto-scroller before the final confrontation with Bowser. I go through most of the level, gradually growing numb due to the tedium of playing an auto-scroller, and eventually when King Boo reappears with a captivating performance, I actually get so distracted by the performance that I stop paying attention to the platforming that I'm doing and slip off the platform, and Daisy meets her demise, abruptly ending the run in a very anticlimactic failure. It sucks that I died just before the ending where Bowser appears, you fight him in an easy rhythm-based boss fight, we pull out our Royal Seeds, including the 2 we didn't get, and live happily ever after unless you're Bowser, who crash lands and dies for the 5th time this week. I celebrate the end of my first attempt at this challenge by enabling auto-updates and updating Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The end.